Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Bradley Penrod. I want to ask you, have you ever had this experience whenever you're trying to share your faith on the street with a Mormon or a Jehovah's Witness, and they understand what you're saying, they understand Jesus and God and the Christian lingo that we use, but they come to completely different conclusions with what those terms mean. In this video, I want to explain why that is and how we can overcome it. The important thing we need to understand about cults is that they use the same language as Christian. They even sound Christian, at surface level. But if you dig deeper, you understand that it means something completely different. And the reason for that is that the cults, they have their own presuppositions they bring to a word. They have this whole theology jammed inside of the word, what it means. So what I'm trying to tell you is that they use the same terms as you, but they have a different dictionary as you. For example, you might be saying Jesus or God or sin or salvation, and they say, yeah, we use those terms too, but they mean something completely different. Or they might even say, our leaders even say the same thing. But, for example, a Christian Scientist believes that sin is an illusion or just not real. But a Christian defines sin as missing the mark or disobedience to God. So the important thing for us to understand is that we must always go back to what the terms mean. If you take the time to at the outset 5 or 10 minutes to clearly define your terms and keep going back to what the terms mean, this will save you a lot of headache. We cannot allow cultic people within this organization to just take the terms and define them however they want. They might even say, you have your way of defining terms and I have my way of defining terms. Well, that doesn't work in daily life. For example, if you're a surgeon and you're scheduled to do a brain surgery and yet you start cutting on the heart, they're going to think you're nuts because you don't understand what the heart is or what the brain is. Or another example is you're a mechanic and you're trying to fix a flat tire and to fix the flat tire you start taking the engine out. Well, see, that doesn't work because I think they're going to think you're nuts. No, words have definite terms, and we must always go back to the terms to understand what they mean. If we continue to go back to the terms, we can take away one of the most useful weapons the cultist has, which is surprise. If we clearly define our terms, they really don't have a leg to stand on. But this requires us to diligently study what the scriptures say to effectively explain what we mean. And like I said, we can never allow them to just hijack our terms and use them. So what we must do, and I keep harping on this, is we must clearly define what we mean by what we say. This will help you have a clear understanding on where Christians are coming from and where cults are going. If you have enjoyed this material, I ask that you would like the video. I want to thank you for watching.